The Fast and the Furious are back in theaters, only this time they've increased the number from 6 to 7, and they've left off the fast part. It's just Furious 7.
Lock it up.
Marissa, Roberto, you and I saw this last week. I'm not a big fan of the series. Are you?
Not really. In fact, I haven't seen a lot of the more recent ones. Okay. I remember enjoying the first one because, you know, it was new and it was exciting and Paul Walker was in it. Oh my God.
Very attractive men.
This movie had a bunch of one-liners that I also enjoyed.
Damn right it is.
But I mostly just felt like a fool as I sat in the theater taking this movie in because I felt like I was wasting my time. And I know a lot of people like these movies.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out why.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good way to spend the 2.5 hours of these overlong action extravaganzas. That's exactly what this is.
But this right here, my friend, happens to be the stupidest idea I've ever heard of in my life.
I have no idea what the plot of this movie is. There's a bad guy played by Jason Statham, who I like. Kurt Russell is somehow also wedged into this. You can't help but think of the Expendables, which you enjoyed the last one of, but I think you enjoyed that a little bit more than you enjoyed Furious 7.
I did enjoy that one a little bit more than Furious 7 because there were more characters in that movie that were more enjoyable, that pulled me in a little bit more. This one had Vin Diesel, yes, and it had Dwayne Johnson, yes, and those are very charming, muscly men that deliver these one-liners that are hilarious. Vin Diesel has this great line where he says, the thing about street fights, the street always wins. And those are valuable lessons. Those are valuable lessons to take away from any movie. And then The Rock pulls off his cast. I'm not spoiling anything, I don't think.
No,
he just pulls
really.
off his cast and he says,
Daddy's gotta go to work.
Some of those moments are kind of exhilarating. This is a kind of movie that, you know, it embraces the jump the shark ethos, and it says, well, we're making a movie that's cheesy and self-aware and has a lot of really over-the-top moments, and we're just gonna go with all of those things. But by the end of this thing, again, which is so long, my face was numb, and it wasn't numb from smiling or from enjoyment. It was just numb from being just assaulted by the non-stop just parade of butts and squealing tires and explosions, and it sounds like it might be fun. I mean, as I'm describing it, it sounds fun to me, but it's
You're
not
right,
fun.
the butt parade?
Yeah, the butt parade.
I mean, there really was a butt parade.
Some nice butts, though.
Okay, but that's the thing, though. It was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable with the amount of butts that I was seeing, and it really, at some moments, did feel a little bit like pornography, especially with the upskirt shots. I'm sure that I'm giving many people a reason to go see this movie because
people are buying tickets right now.
Well,
That's right.
I know, but that's the thing. That's the big seller of this movie is the upskirt shots and the cars.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people do make excuses for movies like this because they're mindless, they're just fun. You go in, you sit down, and you just let it wash over you. I don't really want people to spend money on it. I don't really want to see these movies anymore.
You know, there's a kind of weird phenomenon that happens. Everyone leaves their intelligence and lowers their quality bar before they walk into this thing. And that's mostly what I thought about while I was kind of just surviving or getting through this. I've never loved these movies. Vin Diesel isn't my favorite actor.
I don't have friends. I got family.
What are you going to give Furious 7?
There was a little nice tribute to Paul Walker at the end, a little cheese, but it was nice. It's getting a 6.
It's a 2 from me.